You must vote on Tuesday, November the 3rd, 2020, for a variety of reasons. Why? Throughout our history, people were injured and many of them died, all fighting for the right to vote. Today, mischief is unfolding across the state, designed to make it harder for people to vote. And the last reason is, if we want affordable health care, if we want affordable housing, if we want the right to have clean water and sanitation, if we're ever going to get equal pay for equal work, nutritious food, and so on, we need to believe that we deserve these things and so much more. We start with the Tuesday, November 3rd election that will be victorious if we are all involved. Retirees, welfare recipients, low-income residents, the disabled, veterans, the homeless, students. This message is for you. November 3rd marks the beginning of a 4-year campaign to secure a quality of life that we are all entitled to. So from the bottom up, let's do this. Well, good morning. If you were looking for the weekly broadcast of the Ask Welfare Rights program, you've been successful once again. It's Friday, just about 10 o'clock in the morning, and my name is Maureen Taylor. I work with the Michigan Welfare Rights Organization, and I'm here with my colleague and the national chair of the National Welfare Rights Union, Marion Kramer, who's going to give you an official welcome this morning. So, Marion, please say good morning.
Good morning, and I hope that no one in your family have been stricken with none of this virus that is out here. And those of you that have, from welfare rights to you, you have our deepest sympathy. But we got to get out not only and vote, but we got a lot of work to do to clean up the mess that the people in the White House have destroyed. Yeah. So I want you to begin to, and if you have something to say, y'all, a lot of y'all been too busy not calling in. I want to know what's wrong. The call-in numbers, okay, all of them are 313, all right? 313-868-0342, 313-868-0351, and 313-868-4336. The website is www.tv33WH.com. And remember, if you listening and watching on the TV, well, we don't have to worry about
website,
that.
The website, what you just gave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So please call in and let us know. Let us understand and know what's on your mind. Highland Park, Detroit, Hamtramck, up north. Because, you know, it was up north that those guys were, Maureen, practicing. Yeah. Spun one of those bullets that have gone in one of those homes, you know, around in the area. I mean, it's dangerous what's going on. Yeah. So let's hear from you, and we're beginning.
I just wondered, did you happen to notice that the call-in numbers are on the screen? Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just mentioning that because it looked like you was straining to go over there in the dark, but they right there too.
The dark wasn't bothering me.
I just noticed
Put your
that. You know,
on.
no, I see pretty good. But all right. Parents, we have problems, Marion, in terms of folks that we're trying to alert that there's assistance available in certain areas. And I'm starting to get telephone calls from some of these agencies and, Marion, even some of these foundations that are saying, why aren't people calling us? Because we have funds and resources that can help them. I never got these kind of calls before. So this message here is for parents who live in zip codes 48219, Northwest Detroit, 48219. Or if you live in the Brightmoor community, 48223. So that's 48219 or 48223. The Ford Foundation is trying to pay your DTE and water bills. You do not have to go to the welfare department.
You need to re-mention
Okay, you don't have to go to the welfare department to complete a state emergency relief application. That's
a
not
joy.
necessary for these two zip codes, 48219, 48223. You do not have to have a shutoff notice. What you have to have is a DTE bill that is difficult for you to address, a delinquent water bill that is difficult for you to address. And the reason that it's difficult for you to address it is because for the last 6 or 7 months, you've been in and out of employment or having any resources available because of what Marion said, the virus. So if you've got or expecting a bill that says past due, even if you don't have a past due bill today, but you know next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, you are going to get a bill that says past due. If you have one now,
look in that stack.
past due.
Look in that stack that you have in the dining room or in the kitchen, wherever you keep your stack, and find that bill before the money is gone. And you be calling us, I didn't have a ride. I didn't have this. We can understand that. Look, it cannot wait.
No, you have
And
to move.
that, we gave Maureen that assignment to go, because I couldn't take DTE too much longer. But
Go get that bill.
Go get get that, at least get that off of your off
your
the
to-do
big
list.
Yes.
All right, here's what you have to do. And again, Marion, at this point, all the rest of the zip codes don't have access anymore because it looks like nobody needed any help. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's
All right,
amazing.
48223, the Brightmoor community, 48223 or 48219. Call me, that's Maureen Taylor, at area code 313-537-3570 and leave a message. I'll be at my job today. And this situation, Marion, is so desperate. I mean, all people can do is to just call me. And so I can write the information down, connect
and
you,
send it to-
connect you to the person who's trying their best
You're
to
right.
catch up your bill. 313-537-3570. Miss Lester or Miss Thomas or what? Somebody will answer the phone. Leave a message. Leave a message. I will call you back as soon as I am in my chair. 313-537-3570. Parents in the Brightmoor community.
It's
Parents
getting
in
cold.
48219.
You know,
call today.
It's getting cold.
Well,
It's getting cold. And then people keep saying, oh, it's not that cold.
that's
Just
not
a-
what they're saying. They just not
Just-
saying nothing. I don't understand
I don't
this.
understand neither.
Doesn't
Here
make no
you
sense.
come to us and you tell us the problems and stuff like that, and people, our staff works hard, and what ends up happening, you don't take advantage of the work that we have done. If you hadn't taken advantage, if all the work that our staff do is for your benefit.
And Marion, we're fighting with DTE.
Oh, yes, we
we're
are.
fighting with the water department. We're fighting with all of
Continuously.
this in an effort
Continuously.
to demand that they protect vulnerable citizens. I mean, we doing battle every day, every single day, and then we going out and looks like picket lines are coming back. All kind of stuff is going on. And so, can't keep talking about people need help. And then there's millions of dollars that's set to the side to help. And people hear it, and they wait until the last possible moment. You don't want to wait, Marion, until there's snowflakes on the ground and then talking about, well, I need some help. Well, where have you been? And this other thing that you raised last week, Marion.
Well,
Our
I hope you
community is
remember. I know.
selfish.
Okay.
Y'all, our
Oh, they are
community is selfish.
very
Now,
selfish.
just because you might be in a comfortable situation, you've got a comfort level with your resources, that does not mean that your next door neighbor or the ones that live across the street are in good shape. All of you all, now I guess people are not going to church. The COVID is difficult. You should be reaching your preacher and your imam and your rabbi and whoever it is that is guiding you to a better spiritual life and say, look, Reverend, there's some folks that have been on the wonderful WHPR. And let me just stop right there. RJHT, how many years this station has been open to serve the community, Mary? How many? We talking decades.
I'm too young, Marie.
You know, they have decades been out here demanding that they have an opportunity to be community friendly. And it's just, what's the word? It's just unspeakable that we are all in this terrible situation that we're in right now. And the station is still trying to stay open. Marion and I are here all the time along with everybody else. And we can't get them to act right.
Before I got here, Linda had called me because, it's a question of keeping up with Mama Wheeler situation.
Under the weather right now,
I'm hoping all y'all prayers go out for Mama Wheeler. Because that's a woman, although she be in the bed and sick, she worries about Highland Park. She worries about Highland Park. And, in the situation we facing out here, I don't know what is wrong with you. You sit back and you take the nonsense that you hear from some of these politicians and stuff like that. It's sickening. I mean, a lot, and I didn't have heard enough of folks that are saying they're going to the poll to vote for Trump this week.
I ain't heard nobody.
I've had that'd be on the news, and it'd be they'd be to interview people, and they say, well, look like he's got to come back, and that type of stuff. He's doing all right.
Nobody say come back.
And the thing about it is, they're talking about him being sick. And he was able to come back and be strong.
If you believe that,
hey, Maureen,
wait a minute. If you believe that, all these people dropping dead out here with the virus, millions of people infected. But if you believe that this 74-year-old Anglo-American man had COVID on Friday, got a shot on Sunday, and on Monday he was okay. You believe
we
that?
can sell you
a bridge, or 2 or 3 of them,
and get $1 million out of you.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, y'all believe everything that's on TV all the time. Even the news commentators are coming, but they are angry. Say that this
don't even make any sense.
Don't make
Senior
any sense.
citizens, retirees in Florida
Died.
woke up, and they said, "Look, this guy has looked the other way." And a whole bunch of people, we cannot hug our grandchildren. We might have been Trump supporters in 2016, but we are not going to vote for him this time. Even they're waking up.
You still got people saying, I'm going to support him. Yeah. So the thing is, what is it? Y'all get up off your behinds and
get to the polls.
Just like you be ready to go to the stores or for a ride or something like your main
go
thing,
get a 40 ounce.
Go to the polls first.
Okay, now we are still getting telephone calls down at Welfare Rights for folks that need help with some of these other crisis situations that are connected to resources. And I was just so disappointed yesterday, Marion, when I looked at the numbers of COVID infections in one day. 2,000. In 24 hours, 2,000 people have tested positive. And I was so disappointed to see that because our numbers were low. Now, the 2,000 is for the entire state. Then I went and looked further. I'm on this committee, and the paperwork connected to being on the task force might be 30, 40, 50 reports you got to read a week. Lord, there's no time for you to do anything else.
That's why I was
You know?
happy you took the task.
Oh,
'Cause they
man,
used to stack it up on
it's
us
just
too.
too much. But Detroit has some of the best numbers, Marion.
Yeah,
We got
you
scared a
know
long time ago. Detroit, Highland Park, Hamtramck, our infection rates are really low. All right, because they scared us and we believed it months ago. Oh, Lord, you have to wear a mask. And now I thought that the reason our numbers are starting to tick up, Marion, is because these college kids, once they went back to school in September, they could not stay out of these nightclubs and these bars. And talking with Jackie Schrader Pierce, up in Pelston, one of our welfare rights strongholds up there in Pelston, which is in the upper part of the lower peninsula. She told me, no, that's not what's happening. I said, well, what is it? Why are the numbers going up so high? And she led me to a website. And Marion, the Upper Peninsula is now the third most infected region in the country. The Upper Peninsula. And I said, well, Jackie, why is that? She said it's because these organizations and these middle class folks that's been living in Midland and Petoskey and all kinds of areas, again, in the lower part of the Upper Peninsula, they're driving to the Upper Peninsula to go to their vacation homes.
Hey, don't think no black people are participating in that, because they are. They live up there too.
Hey, they got vacation homes. And what they're doing is that they're leaving, Wayne County, Oakland County, Macomb County, Livingston County, St. Clair County, all of those areas that are around urban sites of folks that are living in the Flint area, Pontiac area, our numbers are low. And these other areas who are now free to go to their vacation homes, and they're driving up to the Upper Peninsula. I just didn't, that just never occurred to me. And on the way there, they're asymptomatic. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't need to be tested. All this kind of stuff. And they stopping off at the restaurant on the way, and they stopping off at the gas station on the way, and they stopping off at wherever else it is that they on the way to their vacation home. They get there, open up their cabin, go fishing. The thing that you was talking about, Wolverine, Michigan, militia groups and all this kind of stuff. And they touching some of everything because I don't have to wear a mask because I'm an American and I got rights. And what they're doing is spreading COVID so rapidly that once again, the Upper Peninsula is the third highest infected area in the country. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. I told my kid the other day, I said, Navarre, it's just a matter of time before one of us, we already lived through Sylvia and Mark, scared to death because they were both so desperately ill. And they came back and still recovering. So I tell Navarre, matter of time before somebody else in our immediate circle get this. And man, Navarre stopped on the dime, turned around and said, Ma, don't never say that again. We have not gotten sick so far. We are not going to let our guard down. We're going to keep wearing our mask. We're going to keep wearing gloves. PPE, we're going to stay away from folks. And we're not going to lose our focus. That's personal protection equipment. So, we still have to follow those rules. Now, Marion, here comes the Michigan Supreme Court. 868-4336, 868-0351, 868-0342. Here comes the Michigan Supreme Court, and they put a stop to the governor who they say she did not have authorization to push forward all of these executive orders.
Now, that's a lie.
This is what the Michigan Supreme Court has said.
Well, the Michigan Supreme Court need to excuse themselves from the bench and go back
nobody
home.
can hear you because you're relaxing in your chair.
I'm saying that the Michigan Supreme Court need to be excused from what they think that they know and send them home.
Well, that's not going to happen. All right, so this and I'm gonna raise. I don't forgot the other girl's name, but the one is she's running for a judgeship, and her last name is Welch.
Yeah.
And it's two of them running together. I'll look it up on my phone in a
both
minute.
of them, and
You know,
and they
but they
supposed
look
to-
like good candidates.
They are candidates,
Yeah.
good candidates.
You know, but anyway, they're saying that the rule of the law that Governor Whitmer is using is a ineffective, and that she didn't have the right to use it. Now she's back in court, and it's all this back and forth going on in the legal
All
campaign.
right.
But
Okay, that says again, Maureen. Y'all get up. I don't care, put a rag on your head or whatever. You all look beautiful. Go on to the poll and vote. If you can't make it today, make it first thing Monday morning.
First thing.
This is a matter of you losing your Social Security. You think it's bad now?
just a moment, caller.
It's the choice that you made that's going to either make us suffer for the rest of our, for the next 4
Long-term
years,
issues here.
or for us to clean up what has been messed up over the last 4 years.
Caller, you're on the air. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for calling Ask Welfare Rights. Caller, you are on the air.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I'm glad to see you two in good health, and God willing, you stay that way. We all do. I voted. I'm glad I done it, and it's over with. I wanted to know, what is your opinion about this? What is this crazy man pushing the herd immune?
Herd immunity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I
Well-
know it's crazy, but I just want to know your opinion.
I hear you. Herd immunity, what the reference is that you have to have a lot of people infected in the same neighborhood. And yeah, herd. All right. So if I live in northwest Detroit, so if I've got 5 blocks to the left of me, 5 blocks to the right, 5 blocks in front, and 5 blocks behind, if we have a whole lot of us that are infected with COVID, then we will be able to find a way to become immune because all of us are infected at the same time. Now, what that presupposes is that all of us have to be infected. That's ridiculous. You know,
Exactly.
why would you start with a concept that says, why don't we all just go catch COVID? It makes no sense. But again, ma'am, we're talking about a guy that on Wednesday he was coughing. On Thursday, he said he had a headache. On Friday, the helicopter landed on his front lawn.
did not take his wife.
Yeah, well, they said he the president. That's how
Did
that
not
went.
take his
so
wife.
the helicopter landed right outside of the front porch. He got on the helicopter, went to Walter Reed Hospital. That was Friday. Sunday, he called for his private car to drive him around the hospital so he could wave to his supporters. And then on Monday or Tuesday, the helicopter dropped him back off again at the house. And what did he say? Free at last,
Superman.
free at last. As he was
Yes.
taking his mask off. Help me, caller, help me.
He said he was Superman.
That's yeah.
It's just amazing. And I think the point that Marion was raising, he's insane. And people are watching and going along with what he's trying to say. And caller, Marion mentioned this too. We hope that you and your family have been able to escape infection. But I've got
Round one,
relatives and friends that have passed. Huh?
We were lucky.
Yeah.
Round 1, everybody's good. But where did he get this science from that once you get it, first of all, a lot of people is not going to be able to make it through the herd
Let's
immunity.
look at. Are you
And
looking at TV? Are you looking at
who's to
TV?
say it's not coming back?
Huh?
You won't get it again. Who told him that you won't get it again? Where do he get this from?
Out of his mind.
Yeah, if you,
Out of
yeah,
somewhere else.
Yeah, those are not scientific
he doesn't
predictions.
believe in the scientists.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
And the
Well, stay
scientists
well.
are all
Thank
getting
you.
to the
And
point that they
we know
don't
better,
believe
and
in
we're
him.
gonna do better for ourselves. We'll take care of ourselves as we always been doing. We
and
know what to do.
caller, from your lips to God's ears. Thank you for calling, dear.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right.
And get those neighbors of yours out. Tell them they got to go vote.
We're already in. We've been in for a week or so. I even had
All
one
right.
that came from the military and put hers in
already
while she
voted.
was here.
All right. You like how I had to go early.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, so let me go back to these resources issues because later on, folks will be calling welfare rights Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, talking about I didn't get it all. You need to call 313-537-35.
What are you
Wait a minute, I
talking
can't.
about?
Resources, hold on. 313-537-3570. 313-537-3570. And that is if you live in zip code 48223 or 48219. Or, here's the next part of this, Marion. People are calling the office because they're wondering if there's still money in the eviction diversion program. And yes, there is money there. And
It's
you
not
can
going to
get,
be for long, though.
you can still get help with a back rent bill. And Ted told me that they're looking at mortgages too, if you're behind on your mortgage payment. If you are behind on your property taxes, Marion, you can call, all right, and again, call the same number, 313-537-3570, 313-537-3570. And if you need some help with a DTE bill, and you don't live in those other two zip codes, call anyway. I have some other resources to share with you. Okay? We're having the phones at Welfare Rights are jammed. And
Every
we're
time
going to
you
have to
unjam 'em,
get
they-
some,
yeah.
we got to do some repair work to make it so that folks can call us. But man, we getting so many calls, you can't even take them off the machine. There's so many. So call 313-537-3570 and leave me a message. Caller, thank you for being patient and thank you for calling Ask Welfare Rights. Caller, you are on the air. Go.
Good morning, ladies.
And good morning.
This is the lady that called you guys about the Russell Wood.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Kimberly.
Yes, Miss Cookie didn't get back with me. She talked to me Wednesday evening, and I waited for her to call me yesterday, and she didn't.
Now, Miss
For her to
Kimberly,
get back with, yes.
Miss Kimberly, how long have you been struggling with this issue?
Probably about the last 2 months.
Okay, now that means you got to give us a few days to get nailed down and to get back to you. Down at the office, we've got staggered times that we're going in. So you're going to have to be a little patient with us, and we're going to get to you. But it took you 2-3 months to get into this pickle. And from what I've heard, you've been struggling. So you're going to have to give us a little time because we got a mountain of cases to deal with. We are not going to forget you. You see, I knew your name, right?
As well
Okay,
as,
so you hold on now and let us call you, okay?
as well as Miss Cookie
Okay,
been working on your.
I had to just
Excuse
call
me.
you ladies because I was
I know.
asked to come down there and speak with you, and she was supposed to let me know what day I was supposed to
Yes,
Okay,
she
and
is.
she will.
She will. I just talked to her last night, and she was telling me what we talked about your case.
And right, we know you're anxious. But, you know, Miss Kimberly, you've got one case. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many you think we got?
I know, I understand.
I'm going to meet you at the nightclub as soon as this COVID thing is over. 'Cause, ooh, Lord have mercy. So just hold on. We coming, and like I say, you see, we knew your name. So, you know, you on the list. So give us a minute to get to you, okay? We ain't going to leave you.
Thank you.
All right, dear.
You have a great day.
And you as well. 868-4336, 866-0351 or 868-0342. Marion, we lost 30 people in one day in a 24-hour period yesterday. And these were folks from across the state. There's monies being made available, and I just hate to think of this, but for burial. And again, we're talking about just a group in Wayne County now. And the Wayne Metro has monies available to help with that. I can give that phone number, but it is for Wayne Metro. But Marion, let me give you a little bit more information. One of the my family friends was very close to my mother, and my mother was a block club president and a PTA president for years, and Ms. Thornton was my mother's vice president for years. Ms. Thornton is 80 plus years old now, and she called me about 3-4 weeks ago and was having some problems in her basement, where every time the toilet was flushed, the water, the basement started to flood. So here we come with roots and trees, all that again, right? And so she called me to see if there was anybody I could recommend to her that might be able to help. So I called Wayne Metro, and I knew that Ms. Thornton lived in a different county. But I called and asked, is there anything you could recommend? They said, absolutely. They got partners in Oakland County, and they were going to put through that call, and this was a senior, and also that made me remember Carolyn Burns. You remember the name? You ain't heard the name in a while. Carolyn Burns used to work with Thomas Stallworth.
Oh, I know Carolyn.
And we used to go to the baseball games together. You didn't like the baseball, but we used to go to the booth.
I was mad at the.
We used to go to the booth when Chrysler had that booth, and we go out there and watch those baseball games with Tigers. Well, Carolyn is she's still just such a wonderful young woman. She's second in command in Oak Park. On the Oak Park City Council. So
Yeah, 'cause I remember when she won.
you have to sit up here now.
We remember when she won and
several
everything.
years ago.
Mhm.
So I reached her. It's just really a message about having people in different areas that might be able to help. So I reached out to Carolyn, and then they hooked up with whoever it was that they needed to catch in Oakland County. And I got to check with Miss Thornton over this weekend. I think they've already been to her house and have made whatever the repairs were so that doesn't happen to her again.
Well,
And
we
that's
got
the
another
kind of
one.
coordination that we have to do.
That'd be good because we have a person, and I'll tell you later,
Okay.
that have some of the same problem. But let me say this, that if you're having problems with your alley, like some people I've heard is having backup in their alleys, and the sewage is coming back in their house, that if you're having that type of problem, that's the city's
You're
problem.
talking about in Highland Park.
That is the city problem. It's not your problem. It's the city problem. So in other words, don't sit around and say, I got this problem and I've been calling people to see how much it would cost. No, you don't pay
Call
for
the
that.
city.
You call the city.
You know a number by heart?
No. No.
All right.
They know how to call whoever they want to. So
is that like the mayor's office? Is that who they call?
I would call the mayor office, but he'll direct you right to the people that needs to come on out there and see about it.
All right, so now we're down to about 24 minutes left. DTE bills are going to become a problem, all right, because they are of the opinion that the COVID
Yes.
situation that's been lasting, we had a moratorium on DTE shutoffs, and they put that into place right around mid-March. And now this is October, and we're at mid-October, so we talking about March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So now we're talking about 7 months. Folks have not been able to make regular payments, and everybody's got a bill that says past due or it says in shut-off status. Should call to get some help between now and the next 2 or 3 hours. The number again, even if you don't live in zip code, and caller, hold on, we're coming right to you. Even if you don't get in, live in zip code 23 or 19, still call 313-537-3570. 313-537-3570. Caller, you're on the air. You've been so patient. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for calling Ask Welfare Rights. You're on the air, caller.
Yes, I have a question. Is there anyone that help homeowners get hot water tanks?
Hot water tanks, yes. Dial this number, 313-537-3570. All right, now that's where you can find me today. All righty, now the other group that is working with a hot water tank is Wayne Metro. And that number is 313-388. Wait a minute. 388-9799. 388-9799.
And if you're in Highland Park, you need to go up there to, you know, where the what was the name of the school over there on? Well, anyway, call Wayne Metro and they'll give you the address. It's right in the center of Highland Park, and you're gonna have they can give you an application. And if I was you, I'd fill that application out once I have talked to someone, because you're gonna have to call to another.
You have to call first.
Yeah, and they're gonna and you get that phone number, and bug them until you're able to get someone to set up an appointment for you where you can go on and get that taken care of.
Okay, and the first number you said again was 537-3570?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so burial fund resources are available at Wayne Metro, 388-9799. And now there's additional monies that are available. And Marion, this is for Detroit, Highland Park, and Hamtramck. And this was, I thought, some exciting news, and this just broke this week. This just came up this week. It's this CARES Act money that was now made available for even more extensive kinds of help. And what am I talking about? If you have, you know, the basement backups are almost always connected to something that's going on in the alley behind your house. Or if you've got those fruit trees in your backyard, and those roots start growing, and they have been growing, and they wrap themselves around pipes, and they crack those pipes, and that's what happens. You have to, it's a program, Marion, that's available through Wayne Metro. But the process is this, just so, this is an educational piece now here, Marion. You contact the folks at Wayne Metro, 313-388-9799. And you can request either from the city of Detroit, the city of Highland Park, or the city of Hamtramck. They do something called televise your lines. The televised lines mean that they put like a snake in your basement, but it's a camera. And they go push that camera through those lines, and where the pipes are cracked, the camera can take a picture so that you can know if it's 5 feet from your back door, 10 feet from your back door, 20 feet from your back door. They can pinpoint exactly where that break is. I learned that a long time ago with Angie. Remember Angie Wilson? When Angie was working over there at the water department. And that's the process. They televise the lines. You don't have to call. It takes a couple of days for somebody to come out. Televise the lines. And now, Marion, Wayne Metro is able to spend $5,000 inside your house to repair a leaking toilet, a leaking sink, a leaking anything that's got to do with water. Wait, let me tell you the next part. And $10,000 outside, meaning here come those pipes that are being broken. That's where they're able to get the money. So now, what were you gonna say?
Y'all sitting back and letting them sit on top of all that money that they're going to have to send back, or they're going to end up putting it in some other program. Now, I know when we went over there to talk to the young ladies that's in that office, they said to the person I was with, I went twice, that once you get an appointment, you're going to have to go all the way out to Wayne, Michigan, to, around that area to be able to, talk to someone. Nobody in Highland Park they able to talk to.
Now that's changed.
When it changed?
2 days ago.
And it had to be because
Yeah, 2
we
days
were
ago.
over there twice.
Yeah, 2 days ago. So now what you have to do is to just call that number.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to travel out to the other county now. All right, so you have to just call 313-388-9799. And the monies that are available, again, if you've got pipes behind your house that are cracked, and that's why the sewage is backing up in your basement, there's now money to correct that.
And
And
now-
Marion is right. If you don't use it,
You lose.
you lose it. They will send it back, and it's got to go back. These are federal dollars, the dollars have to go back, and they can use it to help build a wall. All them things, that folks, they won't be able to do it for the wall because by November the 3rd, the wall guy, be out. But Marion is right. If we don't use these funds for what they are intended, we're going to lose these resources. I just don't understand it, Marion. I just do not understand it. So now that money is available. And it was one more thing. I don't want to forget it. Water, lights, gas, burial. Oh, taxes. Property taxes. Those are my allergies. All right, now, Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri went to court several months ago, and there are no. Let me say it this way, because people always try to contradict me and tell me, well, they are doing this. I don't know, give me some details, and details never come. All right, he requested that there be no evictions connected to back property taxes.
Right.
Okay, so that's for the rest of this year. So that came up in that must have been about May, June, something like that, maybe May, and maybe April or May. So if you're behind on your property taxes, you're behind on the property taxes, you're protected from eviction through the rest of this year, maybe part of next year as well, but for sure, between now and December the 31st, you're protected. But Marion, there's money at Wayne Metro to pay for back taxes. And they've got new programs where they have expanded those criteria for folks to get involved.
Did you hear that?
No.
The thing about this is that, again, you can go into the Christmas holidays, which I hope that y'all stay at home, and at least have your taxes caught up. And those of you that have problems with getting different things fixed by Wayne Metro, or other companies that might deal with, Wayne Metro don't deal with roof. I don't know why they don't fight that people have roof problems out here. I forgot.
Oh, it'll come
forgot.
back to you.
Yeah.
Marion is talking about roof problems. I think people should use the welfare rights rule of thumb. I do know that roof repairs where there's a leak around, a guy had a leak around a chimney, and I sent him to a Wayne Metro, and they were able to make some repairs around the leak that he had in the chimney. Couldn't get the roof replaced, all right? They're not doing that. But for leaks, and especially leaks that, coming into the house in the bedroom and the leak in the kitchen
You
and all that
need to
kind of
get
stuff.
out there and do
you need
it.
to get out there and make that call.
It might not be what if that is if that's happening, you need to do it.
You need to just
And
call
they
Wayne
have-
Metro about that.
They all tell you, here you are, poor people. That's why that's what makes me mad.
Hold
For
on, caller.
what, 60 some years I've been doing this. You've been doing it for years. And people still won't take advantage of stuff. And you get to the point you sit down, when you get home, you be so tired you don't know what to do. And they won't take advantage of what's there, and then they come back crying. I didn't do it.
Well,
I didn't do it. Well, y'all gonna let me tell you something. There's some holidays that are coming, and we need all you good ministers, those that are good ministers, to put this on your calendar.
on their bulletin and send it to their members of their church. There's help available. What are you
There's
waiting
help
on?
available. Go take advantage of it. It's our money that we have to spend.
That's right.
For the benefit of you having try to get a roof over your head, try to make sure that your bathroom is working. You don't have to live like that.
Don't have to.
You do not have to live like that.
All right, caller, you've been very patient. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for calling Ask Welfare Rights. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello, how
Yes.
are you?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
I just happened to be scrolling through the channels and I saw you ladies on TV giving such great information.
Glad you
I wanted
found
to know
us.
your name. I wanted to know your names so that I can go out in the community and share this information with people that I know. And where are you located? Because I did call the number 313-537-3570.
Yes.
Is that the correct number? The answering machine said that it was the Hurricane School.
Oh,
And,
no. All right. The name of the sports teams are the Hurricanes.
Okay, so that's the correct number.
That's the correct number. You have to leave a message for Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor.
Now, you're reaching the weekly broadcast of Ask Welfare Rights. That's the name of this broadcast. We're on the air every Friday from 10 until 11. Okay, and what we do is provide as much information that we can. Marion is here, Marion Kramer, and that's Kramer with a K. And we provide resource information for regular working people and low-income folks.
Well, I've been laid off since March 3rd, March 29th. I'm still laid off. So, and
Now,
what is your
wait,
name? And where
hold
can I go to
on.
volunteer?
Hold on 1 second. Have you started to collect your unemployment yet?
Yes, I applied for an extension. I did receive it, and
Good.
it will kick in the 19th.
Okay,
I'm going to reach out for help with my rent, though. I will do that.
Did you say rent?
We just was talking
Yes,
about
I'm
that.
going
Then
to
you're
call
gonna
the
call.
number that you gave.
You're gonna call 313-537-3570. Leave a message for Miss Taylor.
Yes.
And we have a program available where we can help you get caught up on your rent. Now, how you like us now?
Oh, I love you. I want to volunteer to help you to get this word out. And keep going.
We will get all of that once I get a chance to call you later on today.
Okay, and what is your name?
Taylor.
Okay, I thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. I love you, and I want you to have marvelous days.
Did you vote? Did you vote yet?
I'm going today. I'm taking my 18-year-old son with me. He just turned 18. I've got him registered, so we're going today.
Okay,
I want you to
wait a
put
minute. Don't
something
hang
down
up
on
yet
it.
now. Hold on.
I want you to put something down on your calendar, okay?
All right, I'm ready. Go right ahead.
The day after the voting is the 4th, right?
Yes.
All right. Put that date down because we're going to have something for you probably in the next 2 weeks on what we want everybody to do. But that's an important date. And we want everybody that can not only get it, but to participate.
So
okay?
we'll go into more detail later.
Okay.
Now, did I hear you say you have an 18-year-old? Is that a young man? Is it a young man? Is that what you said?
Yes, it is.
Is that young man, has he graduated from high school yet?
He will be graduating in May of next year.
Okay, and is that young man college bound?
Yes, he is.
This summer, And we'll talk about it again once you and I get a chance to have a personal conversation later today. And again, DTE is hiring high school graduates for a 2-month program. Now, what is the name of it? Right now, I forget it, and I've got it written down someplace else. But in case that young man might be interested in picking up some significant money for the summer to help out, okay?
Yes.
I'll share that information with you in more detail, okay?
It will be greatly appreciated.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to Welfare Rights. We're so glad you called, okay?
Thank you, ladies. Have a marvelous one.
And you as well. Thank you, ma'am. All right, Mary, let's see. Now, we did burial funds, we did lights, we did gas. What else did we do? We did water. We did property taxes. That's what we were talking about. All right, if you need help on back property taxes, and I'm not just talking about this year, if you were already in a plan and you couldn't continue to plan, like this young lady has been laid off for a while, and there's nothing you could do, your unemployment does not equal, most of the times, your salary at a job. So what you can do for back taxes is also area code 313-388-9799. The folks over at Wayne Metro have monies set aside to help with back taxes. No reason. Now, we're talking about property taxes. Now, I did get a couple of calls in the last couple of weeks where people were calling down the welfare rights and they wanted some help with their income tax. I'm not talking about income tax. Help me with my income tax. What do you mean? Well, I owe such and such. No, we're not.
Place.
We're not talking about income taxes. We're talking about
But
property taxes.
you can set up a payment agreement with the Internal Revenue some kind of way.
Well, you have to call them. Yeah, 'cause we're
Yeah,
not.
we're not the people for that
Yeah,
one.
wrong number for that one. So, Marion, again, let's connect this back up with the governor.
Oh my
All right, and
goodness.
here she's under all of this pressure, and people are calling me now. Right now. Oh, that's the other thing.
Is that why I couldn't get you yesterday?
I was on so many conference calls. I'm used to having 2 or
And you
3
have the
meetings in a
audacity
week.
talking about me.
Well, I say I'm used to 2 or 3 meetings in a week, but man, I'm having 4 or 5 conference calls every day. It's a whole lot. But no, I wanted to raise this other thing, and you said that you made me forget. But watch me, watch me remember now. The governor, and we were talking about the payment plans. Oh, see, got it. All right. The welfare department. Now,
yes.
we're into a fight with the welfare department right now, and I'm talking about welfare rights. Once DTE collaborated with the welfare department a year or so ago, the LSP program that was initiated and proposed by welfare rights, we took that to DTE. And that was a program based on the ability to pay. And we took it to them. We took it to them so deeply that we had a bunch of meetings with them, DTE. We had a bunch of demonstrations first. Then they wanted to meet. And the CEO at DTE came around the welfare right 2 or 3 times. We put everybody in 2 or 3 cars, went to about 8 or 9 different addresses in Detroit with DTE, and knocked on, bust up on people's porches. Can we come in your house? What? Can we come in your house and look at your lights, your gas, whether or not you got your hot water tanks wrapped, all those kinds of things? And we went everywhere. And this program that allows people to make a DTE payment based on their income, that's how it got started. We launched that. DTE agreed. Now what we have, because they're beating up the governor, saying that she no longer has the capacity or the authorization to issue a executive order demanding that you wear a mask and all these kinds of things. But that's not true. The health department, through the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, came out and they have issued, and I did, I sent it to you yesterday. We have a new mandate. The health department in every county has been ordered by the welfare department to continue that restriction.
And I hope the health
know,
department, who has the power to do it,
They do now.
and that is they had the power before to be able to stop some of this nonsense. So, we have to look back historically too. I haven't heard of a governor in nowhere that does not have the power, executive power.
Yeah, well.
Well, this is an
New
attack
day.
against women too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because you see who got attacked in this, and they were talking about killing our governor.
Well, now, Mary, we're down to our last 30 seconds. You still have to wear your mask. The health department says that that's a rule. And so we have to follow that. You still cannot go to a nightclub and every cheer be taken. There are percentages. And every health department in the county is now enforcing those rules. So now, Marion, you have 30 seconds to say goodbye. I don't know if there's anything in Highland Park where you wanted to let anybody know about anything, but if not, just say goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
You know,
and
nobody
I
can
hope
hear
it-
you back here
and
while
I
you're
hope
relaxing.
you have a nice weekend. Do some of the things we ask you to do for your benefit and for the
Please.
benefit of all your community and what have you.
All right, and we're going to get ready to sign off now. This is the weekly broadcast of Ask Welfare Rights. I'm on my way to that 537 number right now, 313-537-3570. Parents, if you are in zip code 48219 or 48223 in the Brightmoor community, there are dollars waiting to help you with all of these issues. And if you're not in one of those two zip codes, still call 313-537-3570 because there are other pots of money I can share with you. The Lord, if the Lord is willing, and the creek will not rise. Marion and I will be back next Tuesday. We've got, what is it, two? I said Tuesday. Next Friday. Well, we have 2 Fridays left before the November 3rd vote.
Yes.
And so that's
we-
so very
Let's see who
important.
can get all the community. I mean, your block out there. That's a great thing to do, and feeling good for the benefit of the young people that we're gonna have to leave all this nonsense on.
All righty, Lord willing, creek don't rise. We'll be back here next Friday at 10 o'clock. Until then, be safe, be careful, wear your mask, and try not to get sick. Goodbye. Must vote on Tuesday, November the 3rd, 2020, for a variety of reasons. Why? Throughout our history, people were injured and many of them died, all fighting for the right to vote. Today, mischief is unfolding across the state, designed to make it harder for people to vote. And the last reason is, if we want affordable health care, if we want affordable housing, if we want the right to have clean water and sanitation, if we're ever going to get equal pay for equal work, nutritious food, and so on, we need to believe that we deserve these things and so much more. We start with the Tuesday, November 3rd election that will be victorious if we are all involved. Retirees, welfare recipients, low-income residents, the disabled, veterans, the homeless, students. This message is for you. November 3rd marks the beginning of a 4-year campaign to secure a quality of life that we are all entitled to. So from the bottom up, let's do this.